And you're listening to WTJU show, also right here on 91.1 FM and streaming worldwide at WTJU.net. My name's Peter, sitting in for the first hour before Alice gets to us with coming to the stage. But speaking of the stage, right here at WTJU, we've got the sounds of Gangstagrass in town a whole day ahead of their big show at the Southern. Before I chat with them, I'll let you all kick off with something.
Okay, we're going to do something first.
We are. I said we are. We all do better when we all do better. I can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. I can't get better than that.
Check the raison d'etre is to make songs better and take on the effort of doing the utmost. Cause way too many humans are cutthroat. There's so much going on, they doing just so they can get it in and get over on the next man. I'm here to elevate and navigate like a sextant. So we cruising through the weather. Anything you can do, my crew can do it better. Make songs for you to groove to forever, whatever. Units you choose to measure, night after night, day after day. You bet we get you lifted in the Gangstagrass way. Aloha, ashe, namaste, peace. We giving y'all death whatever way that we greet, and we stay on our feet in the face of defeat. No surrender, the only thing that breaks is the beat, cuz
we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that.
Come on.
Oh, we all do better when we all do better. Can't get better than that.
Let's go.
We all do better when we all do better. I can't get better than that. If you knew better, you do better. That's why we do it together. The powers that be wish that me and you sever all the ties that bind us up to help us make it through weather. A not you got a paper stack of really huge cheddar or a bunch of certified alphabet soup letters. We can collaborate on getting by. Gives a sense substantial enough to keep us up high as one. The value of a nation is increased by the virtue of the treatment it extends to the least of us. It's the power of a life governed by the needy, or determined to heal the sick and lead the needy. If we reach to the neighbor when the storm is wreaking havoc, then we each have a better chance of staving off the damage. That's a demonstrated fact. Come together as a pack, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. And that's that. Come on.
We all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that.
That's right.
We all do better when we all do better. I can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. And it can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. And it can't get better than that.
Come on, y'all.
We all do better when we all do better.
And it can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. And it can't get when we all do better.
We all do better when we all do better. Can't get better than that.
Come on.
Oh, we all do better when we all do better. I can't get better than that.
Let's go.
We all do better when we all do better. I can't get better than that.
One more.
We all do better when we all do better. I can't get better than that.
Got it bad, ooh.
Innovate the flow, you can't mimic it. Sound never dies, echo unlimited. Pro Bowl rhyme, y'all high school scrimmaging. Part futuristic, part primitive, progressive. Still rooted in history that makes the source of all trueness. I don't give a damn how much you move units. I'm dragging y'all back to school like truants. Back in action, tag back then. Don't be surprised when I rhyme in Latin. Ipso facto, sharper than exacto knives. Cats need to have 9 lives, cause I'm taking them 5 at a time. When you're reborn, don't even try to rhyme. Blessed with one of the finest of minds, no limits to the height that I'm gonna climb. Mute the voice, you need a better plan. Our son sounding like no other, you bet he can. Call your boogie taking rookies and veterans, or some major eating up Teddy Grahams.
I see you about to lose your mind. Get free, there ain't no stopping the shine. Got it bad, got it bad. Got it bad, got it bad. I see you about to lose your mind.
Lose your mind.
Get free, there ain't no stopping the shine.
Ain't no stopping the shine.
Got it bad, ooh, got it bad, and that ain't no crime.
Come on.
Yeah. Always down for the cause, so I never starve. Hella bars, break them off, better than the regular. Get it, y'all, with a full plate you couldn't finish off. Even with them hinged off, boa constrictor jaws. Thick chick with a frame, need bigger draws. Make you spit a little game, try to hit it off. Take the bull by the horns, catch a minotaur. Make a shake off for that lame, make it with a boss. Lord, tell me, shorty, are you about this? We can see what kind of mischief we get found in. They get the strumming and the beats just get the pounding, sounding like we're about to tumble down a mountain, clowning, feeling I've been on my grind. Another round for my people, hit them one more time. We get down playing music and it's so live. Play it loud so you hear it about to blow your mind.
I see you about to lose your mind. Get free, there ain't no stopping the shine. Got it bad, got it bad. Got it bad, got it bad.
Yeah.
I see you about to lose your mind.
Lose your mind.
Get free, there ain't no stopping the
Ain't no
shine.
stopping
Got
the
it
shine.
bad, got it bad. Ooh, got it
Yeah.
bad, got
Let
it
'em know,
bad.
Sleuth.
And that ain't no
Ain't no
crime.
stopping the shine. Make you lose your mind. Ain't no stopping the shine. Make you lose your mind. Ain't no stopping the shine. Make you lose your mind. Ain't no stopping the shine. Make you lose your mind. Lose your mind.
Got it bad, got it bad.
And it ain't no crime.
Got it bad, got it bad.
And it ain't no crime.
Got it bad, got it bad.
And it ain't no crime.
Got it bad, got it bad.
And it ain't no crime.
Got it bad, got it bad.
And it ain't no crime.
Got it bad, got it bad.
And it ain't no
Got
crime.
it bad, got it bad. Ooh, got it bad, got it bad. And that ain't no crime.
Blessed with a set of rhyming skills, taking in like Brian Mills and that kind of ill. You're in the pickle with the Brian and Dills. I got lines like a packet for your finance squills. You must be high on pills of all types of doses. Hit like the fist of the flying lotus. And right now, putting all of y'all on notice. Man.
Live here at the stage, the Sons of Gangstagrass. Got it bad, folks. Got to get out there tomorrow night to the Southern. That show starts at 8 o'clock. It's been a while. Actually, it's just been a few months. Y'all were here over on the Pavilion a few months back, weren't you?
Yeah. That's right, with our good
Yeah,
friends.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
with Old
Yes,
Crow.
indeed. Yes, indeed. Rocking out with Old Crow. Shout out to those guys.
This
That was a
time,
really
it's
good night.
all Gangstagrass all the time.
Most definitely.
Welcome to WTJU and welcome back to Charlottesville.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know one of you up on stage. It's the newest member. So how about we start with Brian? Just because I know you, Brian. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's good to see you again.
So
and
what-
another group.
Yes, indeed. It's the third group. Every time I turn around, Brian's. But I think this is the one that's going to stick.
Yeah, I've been with these guys for a while now.
Yeah.
It's newest member, but we've been doing it for a minute.
And of course, I know for a lot of folks, if you closed your eyes, which is what happened to me. I was out at Folk Alliance International, I think about 2014. I was walking down the hallway during an official showcase, and all of a sudden I heard the sounds of a theme song coming out. That I watched a show called Justified, and all of a sudden I said, "What is this?" So I walked in, and it was a real band.
Yes,
So-
indeed.
So let's
You know those
real.
theme songs come from somewhere? What?
yes, indeed. But
They come
so
from the theme song factory, but not this one. This one was artisanal, handmade theme song by a real live band of human beings.
Yes.
well, let's go back to that time and actually to earlier and how Gangstagrass came to be. And you're up at this mic, so
It started on the farm, right? First, we were growing just like small commercial theme songs, and that crop was doing really, really good. And that we just thought we should grow the theme song trees. And Rench, you can take it from here.
yeah.
I'm a pretty forgetful person, and I just put the seeds wherever they go. And I completely forgot that I've been told that country and hip hop are the worst genres that people don't like, and they should never go together. Do not mix those, whatever you do,
My
because
grandma
it'll be the
always
worst
used to
thing
say
ever.
that.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
And I crossed the streams, and this just popped up, and I was like, I've we'll take it on tour. And then like halfway through the tour, I was like, oh yeah, I wasn't supposed to do that.
And here we are,
By
still
that time
doing
you're
that.
stuck with.
Yeah.
Well, there was a time I've spoken to folks like John Jackson, the great Piedmont blues player, and Doc Watson.
Yeah.
And back in the 20s and 30s, everybody was listening to the same station.
Right.
So you'd have Blind Lemon next to the Carter family, and all of a sudden the splintering started to happen, and you couldn't have music for everybody on the same station or anywhere else. And so,
right.
But now you got stations with Blind Melon and Jay-Z and Beyonce, the Carter family.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
you like
yes.
how it
But
all
they're-
comes
they're not
together
on the
like
same
that.
station.
Yeah.
They're still not on the same station because, as he said, when the record companies first started in the 20s, they split it up, and they said we're gonna market this music to the white folks and this music to the black folks, and even today we have this legacy of basically what was Jim Crow policy in music through the most of the 20th century. And now we have separate radio stations, separate magazines, separate charts and everything, giving people the impression that these different kinds of music have nothing to do with each other, when really they all have tangled roots back in the earlier days of America.
We still have that separation. It was a lot of it, the really corny part of that separation was that a lot of it was literally the same music, even played by the same people, but being marketed in different ways to different groups of people. So it was totally a marketing scam.
Well, but
and then
Yeah,
we
it's
don't
a lot
have
of
have hillbilly
left
records
Twix,
and
right Twix situation going on.
yeah, we don't have hillbilly records and race records under that name anymore, but we definitely have the long-lasting effects of basically like a redlining in the industry.
Well, back in 2005, the National Folk Festival was happening in Richmond, and they brought together Nat Reese, this great blues player from West Virginia, and the two pioneers of bluegrass, the women,
Hazel and Alice?
Hazel.
Yeah.
They grew up 15 minutes apart, and they'd never met until that day. And so one started to sing a song, and the other one came in. Same song, ever so slightly, but they just kept that separation going. But this, they were 15 minutes apart in the same valley, really, but they didn't get that chance to actually start playing together. But the stories they were telling in their songs were so similar. Even though they had their different perspectives, they were sharing those songs. All of a sudden, the two of them were singing back and forth, just trading lyrics.
Yeah, they say
as a
that
whole.
they use that chopped salad and soup metaphor as a way to explain like how the cultures come together. And I think we got a good stew going on here in the United States, but for some reason somebody keeps throwing like fresh lettuce in and be like, no, it's a salad. And that's sort of what genres and the separation is. Just
in our gumbo, Karen. Come on.
You
Stop
haven't had
throwing raisins in the gumbo.
That's what we're trying to do here, folks. Lettuce soup.
Lettuce Soup, the new album from Gangstagrass.
Don't worry, we're gonna make the lettuce part of the gumbo too.
So Rench and Dolio, you are the two original? I'm trying to...
We go back the farthest, actually. Dolio and I were in a honky-tonk hip-hop band called B-Star, starting way back early 2000s.
And then...
Yeah, he reached out. He was after he started crafting the Gangstagrass project, and I was already sold before he even really got into it. He's like, hey, I have this thing. I was like, yeah. He's like, you haven't heard what it is yet. And I was like, I don't care. I know it's gonna be dope. So let's do this. And then I pulled in our son because he's always been one of my favorite MCs, and we had always been in similar circles, but we never got a chance to actually work together until Gangstagrass.
And as soon as he said, yo, I got this thing, I was like, all right, cool. Like, again, just knowing the kind of musician he was, knowing what he was about. And he told me about Gangstagrass. He sent me, like, a track. I was like, okay, sure, I'm doing this. Why not? This is what I need to be doing.
Yeah, now we taking this act all around the world so far.
Well, I want to talk about that. How about we get another few from you?
But I want to tell the story about how I joined the band because it's really the most beautiful, I think,
Now
and
let's
meaningful.
play
well.
another song.
And-
Let's
all right.
do another
Yeah,
song.
we'll do that first. We'll do that
We're
Okay.
leading up to you. We're leading
all
up
right,
to you.
all right. It's a good one. It's a
It's
really.
the icing on top.
I'm so excited to talk about that. So we'll play some
Try not
songs
to, try
first.
not
Yeah.
to tear up.
Just please stay tuned. Please stay tuned, folks, for this story. All right.
Hit all for one now. There we go. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Meet me down by the river. All for one. Meet me down by the corner. It's all for one tonight.
Lay down all the pain by the riverside. You can walk on your own, come and get a ride. Come around in the wagon, you can get inside. Take a dip into the water and you're purified. See me waist deep, get your hands high. Stars shining so bright in the night sky. Feel the energy, awaken all the possibilities of whatever you imagine in the mind's eye. Hold on to get lost on the stream. I got a raft we can cross on the beam. All for the one and it's all for the team. Got a message from the heavens, it was brought through a dream. This is God's green earth, it's a gift and it's worth much more than your seed planting seeds in the dirt. My earth is a queen, man, she weeds us with birth, get immersed. Our beliefs we affirm, we emerge.
Meet me down by the river. All for one. Meet me down by the corner. It's all for one tonight.
Yeah. Cruise posses, clans, battalions, stampede on the track like a gang of stallions. Put your arms up, wave your hands around it. Make some noise for the way my band is sounded. We started from the bottom, scrounging and scraping the age where there were no frauds and faking. Back in the days when you placed the tape in, recorded every word MCs were saying. Now the beats are breaking, returning to greatness. Put some Gangstagrass stuff on your playlist. Whatever your faith is, say your prayers. Get us on the Hudson or the Delaware. We gon' take what we do once we get it there. Put it together and send it to every hemisphere. Even though we bring the heat, you can bet it's rare and everybody's gonna want a piece, so you better share.
Meet me down by the river.
Let's go.
All for one. Meet me down by the corner. It's all for one tonight.
y'all. Gangstagrass, get ill. What's up, Charlottesville? What you gonna do? WTJU. Let's rock out for y'all. Gangstagrass, and we having a ball. Come on.
Meet me down by the river. All for one. Meet me down by the corner. It's all for one tonight.
Bring it home, fellas.
All for one. All for one. All for one tonight.
Yeah.
Gangstagrass live at the stage, and hey, that banjo player, we better find out about him.
What?
The most moving story of how somebody came to this band. It's really fascinating and a really insightful
All the
tale.
challenges it took to acquire such
So,
an amazing
Banjo, why
player.
don't you try to encapsulate how you ended up in the band?
Is that
Oh,
Dan
yeah,
Whitener up there?
Yeah, they found me on Craigslist.
That's it.
That is 100% true.
Yes. It was an advertisement that said, banjo player needed.
Yep.
And he answered the call.
Moving story. I remember the first time I heard how Danjo joined the group, and I cried.
Yeah.
I cried.
We didn't know we were going to get somebody that was so phenomenal.
Now, I should mention that right now we've got Danjo's up on stage with the banjo and mandolin, but we're going to have some other treats tomorrow night as well, actually, at the show, including some dobro, I've heard.
Well, and amongst other instruments.
Danjo decided to bring all of his instruments.
I mean, if you count all the harmonicas as separate instruments, that's
37.
it's a lot
Yeah.
of instruments.
He's got
Let's do a
37
banjo tune. Are we ready
Yeah, let's do
for
that.
Nickel and Dime Blues, man?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
We should follow up that moving story with one of Danjo's most moving songs.
And we're going to be bringing a whole full-on live set to the Southern tomorrow night. And we're happy to be back.
Show starts at 8.
Charlottesville.
Yes.
Cafe opens at 6 p.m.
Also, we want to thank Sleevey Wonder for giving us notes on stage.
Yeah, right? No, yeah.
Shout out to our manager holding it down.
Yeah, none of us have any idea what's going on 90% of the time. Just wake up like, wait, we're supposed to be where?
But yeah, come party with us. We got all kinds of stuff going on in the set, and you're gonna see us doing this kind of more spontaneous solos, freestyling, all kinds of stuff going down.
Yes.
Yeah. Plus, you'll be able to hear some new stuff.
Some brand new
Some brand new
stuff.
stuff. And, we, as we're coming into this part of the year, we'll be introducing some
Maybe
of our
some
holiday
Yeah, I want to
stuff
talk
from-
about
we
that
gotta-
next.
yeah, we gotta see
What?
some stuff.
Maybe.
Right.
We're trying to get that money. Yeah. I mean, the spirit of money. And if you have any money, is a good segue into our show. You come to our live show, you get the greatest gift of all, which is merch. You can buy some of our merch from us. But that's if you have money. If you don't have money, we feel for you. And this next song is for you. This song is for everybody going out live for free. This is a song about being broke. 2, 3.
Corner store just to get a little bottle of pills, 'cause the man on the television told me there's a cure for all my ills. Well, I walked on up to the counter and I told him what I had. Now he said, you ain't got no money, you can't afford to be feeling so bad. Oh, can you spare a nickel, brother? Can you spare a dime? I need a couple more dollars just to get me on down the line.
Hey there, how How you doing, ask the folks. I tell them all the same thing. Old, black, and broken. They think that's a joke, but I ain't playing. It's a whole lot of truth to what I'm saying. See my bones crack, but I'm so pro-black, and I got so many bills, and they ain't no stacks. Hey there, Kojak, sucking on your lollipop. Think I can get a ride over to the trolley stop? I just left one job, trying to hit the next one. Doing what I can do so I can get these checks, son. You can keep the weed and dank amounts. I'm trying to get Bowling Green in my bank account, so I hit the studio, turn up the tempo. Gotta get paid in full rock hemp mode. Beat the game, do the knowledge. Now I gotta pay for my daughter to go to college.
I went down to the bodega just to get a little Mountain Dew. When I opened up my wallet, there was nothing but an IOU.
Not a dang
I
thing.
told my situation. I asked him, what do you got for me? He said, I got this knuckle sandwich, and I'll give it to you for free.
Come on.
Oh, can you spare a nickel, brother? Can you spare a dime? I need a couple more dollars just to get me on down the line. Get down.
Yeah. From red dirt out the red hook, I've been rocking mic since before there was a fed book. The left hook, the reason why your man got his head shook. From the PJs whip and slip and get your bread took. Concrete floors made it chilly when the sun down. Somehow we all made it out from the rundown. Proper plan for get and play for a thumb clown. Took the less travel road, standing out amongst crowds. Old head with the fire of a jit. Bald heads, you can tell they alive when they spit. Bald heads don't want flex with the line in his kid. All sell is really nothing if you climb with the fifth. I'm cooking cast iron in a pit. Your bread ain't really thick if all you buying is a fit. I cut it up in sections, then I fry till it's crisp. And hit a little more than required for the fix.
Well, I could not pay my ticket.
Nope.
And I could not pay my bill. Well, the judge couldn't pay me the time of day, and he threw my butt in jail. Well, he gave me a nickel and a dime, and I placed them upon my eyes. For it cost much more to keep me here than it did to let me die.
Come on, y'all.
Can you spare a nickel, brother? Can you spare a dime?
I need a couple more dollars just to get me on down the line.
One more time, I said,
Can you spare a nickel, brother? Can you spare a dime?
I need a couple more dollars just to get me on down the line.
Live at the stage here at WTJU. Sounds of Gangstagrass in town today early ahead of their big show at the Southern tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And we got a little tease about new recordings coming out. I heard something about holiday music.
Yeah, that's just starting to come out now. As a matter of fact, we just dropped the first. Well, if you count the one that we dropped last year, but we just dropped the first single of this holiday season.
Yes.
It's just a little tune called Chris Mahana Kwanzaa Ramadana Musmaka Arbor Day.
How do you
So
say
try
that
to
backwards?
Cover all the bases.
It's just easier that way, quicker.
Yo, somebody asked a question online, like they got all of it except for the Mucka Arbor Day.
Yeah, I know.
What's a Mucka Arbor Day?
I don't know. I don't know either.
We celebrate Macaw Arbor Day in Omaha, Nebraska. It's not a lot of other people celebrate it.
Okay, all right.
I
They
put that in
celebrate
there.
Mucka Arbor Day the day after Updog. So.
Oh, okay.
What day is Updog?
That's September 33rd.
Yeah.
When's Updog?
You guys are crazy. Yeah, but the new holiday project is called Sugar Plums and Whiskey.
And we're going to have copies of it pretty soon to be selling at shows, and more singles coming out from that we'll start playing at shows soon.
It is a holiday album, but every song is a banger.
Mariah
so
Carey
everybody
is about to
knows.
be dethroned, is what I've heard. So.
I heard that too, and I was lying to myself. 'Cause listen.
But you know, she's welcome to jump on the remix.
Word.
If there's anything that can make my uncle stop playing Mariah Carey at the family gatherings, that would be.
Why would you stop?
No, dude.
I don't know.
I want to see now. I want her on the remix.
Yeah, but wait till you hear the
Exactly.
first single. I don't want a lot for Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Ramadan, and Muslim, and Arbor Day. No.
Hey, you got Daniel's got more instruments here, and we
Yes,
might
he
want to
does.
get him on the mandolin.
Yeah, let's
Let's
get
bring
him to
out
pull that out.
mandolin.
And while he's doing that, let's talk about, of course, we've been hearing a variety of original and other recordings, but do you guys kind of mix that up normally, or do you write a lot of your own
Yeah,
stuff?
I mean, all the stuff today so
Yeah,
far
this
we
is
played
all-
is original.
Yeah, we've been
actually-
doing a couple of different projects. We did a couple of mixtapes in the last 2 years that were covers of like classic hip hop songs. We're actually about to slide into one of those real quick, but
Good segue.
That's a
You
great
know-
segue. Did
Yeah.
you know
right,
it was
well done.
But for the most,
Well done.
but most we write.
Yeah,
pretty
all
much
this is
everything.
individual written. These are all my rhymes. These are all his rhymes. You know what I'm saying? All the songwriting is coming from these guys. And
I mean, there's so much traditional bluegrass hip hop material to cover out there.
Yeah,
but we thought, why not add something?
yeah, we
to
should
the
add
pot,
some
right?
original to it.
We, this is all covers of original Gangstagrass material from. But then occasionally we take a classic that we know and love, and we rework it in a way that is inspiring and meaningful to us, and we really mean from the bottom of our hearts where this one comes from. So wherever you are in here, out there, won't you please sing along with us if you feel the same way. Appalachia love. Appalachia
Come on.
knows how to party. Appalachia knows how to party. In the state of Carolina.
Kakalaka, what up?
In the state of Tennessee.
Where the volunteers at?
In the state of West Virginia.
Mountaineers
we
up in
keep
here.
it rocking.
Come on.
We keep it rocking.
Come on, come on.
Yeah. It's still Sleuth, no past tense. I'm still country, you appreciate the accent. I'm old school like pop, lock, and backspin. The squad hit the set, guarantee we get them packed in. Fact is we rap this, independent, no backing. Word of mouth, moving the crowd is how it happened. Oh yeah, tall glass of Tracy, Penny O'Shea. Okay, sooner or later we get it crackin'. Come hither once more. Poppin' Steinheim parts for a real more. Let a tempest, a silver cloud spring forth as we unleash currency in a downpour. What more could a brother ask for? Rock a whole 30 towns in a month tour. Jump in the vehicle and touch both shores. We be calling all folks down to the dance floor. Come on.
Appalachia
knows how to party.
knows how to party.
Appalachia
Come on.
knows how to party.
Where?
In the state of Alabama.
Grandma,
In the state of New York.
Brooklyn.
In the state of Mississippi.
Come on.
We keep it rocking.
Keep it rocking.
Keep it rocking.
Keep it rocking.
Shake it, baby. Shake it, baby. Shake it, baby. Shake it, baby.
Look, Pac and Dre ripped the whole state of Cali. Gangstagrass showing love to the Appalachian Valley. 95, 66, all over the state when we up in the mix. We get it in ya, peace to Virginia. Ain't no losers in here, it's all winners. Get a glimmer of this, peep how we shine. Like I said, we riding up 95, all the way up and down the coast. But when we come out to Virginia, we ride for y'all the most. So everybody that's a host, put a hand up in the sky, and I'm saying, yo, thanks for having us. Up in here, we get ill. To all my people that get down in Charlottesville, we come through on the mix, and we hit like the Redskins when we on the blitz. Appalachia, come on.
Knows how to party.
at?
the Commonwealth of Virginia.
VA all day. Come on. Come on, come on.
Shake it, baby.
Shake it, baby.
Shake it, baby.
Move it.
Shake it, baby.
Let's go.
Shake it,
We showing and proving. We get it ill. Gangstagrass for real. All my people in VA. Peace to Pac and Dr. Dre. Yeah, I mean.
I really do feel that way about the Appalachian region. We've been all over the country and the world and everything, but this is it's a really good region for us, and it's been very kind to us.
Say word.
Live here at the stage, it sounds like Gangstagrass. And you can catch them here in Charlottesville tomorrow night. That would be the 16th of November at 8 o'clock at the Southern Cafe and Music Hall. All the details on that. Of course, you can go to gangstagrass.com or WTJU.net. We've got a link up there. Thrilled to get these guys in. So I'm curious how you figure out what to do as a band. Do each of you sometimes bring something to the table, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a stone soup type of thing where one of us will come in with an ingredient and somebody else will, oh, that's kind of dope. And then they throw something else on top of it, and then pretty much we got something grooving.
And somebody brings the lettuce, and
Yeah.
We got to make the lettuce work
Then
too.
it's perfect.
Exactly.
I mean, we've been following the examples of the traditional bluegrass hip hop bands throughout us.
But we do find that a lot of things really match up because both of these are traditions coming from people figuring out music that they could do together in their public spaces without a lot of resources. So whether it's people on the porch picking together or people on the street corner doing a cipher, we found out that there's a lot of similar things, a lot of spontaneity, improvisation, ways of sharing things on the spot. And so we take advantage of that, especially in the live show that you can see us tomorrow night. And it really fits together. So we haven't had to struggle, like, how does this fit together? It's like, oh, this works.
Hey, guys, I got a segue.
Oh.
Yeah, I suck at segues, but I got it this time.
Let's rip it.
So this next song happened that way.
I know where you're going with this.
good.
I know where he's going.
So I was playing an old fiddle tune, and these guys over here were enjoying it so much. It's a fiddle tune that I got from Solomon Northrop's book, 12 Years a Slave. And these guys started dancing and yelling freedom. And we came up with this song called Freedom. And then these two other guys started putting some stuff on it, and we had ourselves a real stone soup.
Well, let's give it a listen.
Yeah, it's like it kind of inspired me. I was thinking, I was like, okay, it was inspired sort of by the tradition of old Negro spirituals, but I was thinking, okay, it was time for a new one. And it was kind of like how so many of them were based upon hope and like waiting till you get to that promised land someday. And I was like, okay, we need a new spiritual type thing for the modern era. And this is an age of accessibility where, we're tired of waiting. And the only way to really get it is to go get it. So that's where this came from.
So we hear a little bit of that fiddle tune up front here.
Last night I saw a bright red comet in the sky. I asked for its purpose and it gave me a reply. It said, soon come the day master dies, but first you must prepare, keep your eyes on the prize. Through the beat of the drum, the light of the fire, we decide to be as free as a bird when it flies. So we ready every axe, sharpen every knife, get our people inside ready and willing to take a life. There'll be none worth saving, soon done slaving. But now we must behave as usual while we're making our plans to reach the promised land of liberation. Breaking the chains before the beast them awaken. Watch the houses ablaze before they cave in. No more would a please to the sky be forsaken. All praises due, there'll be much celebration. The plantation will be gone by the day's end.
I ain't gonna wait no more to get this freedom. I ain't gonna wait no more to get this freedom.
I'm gonna take this axe and plant it in your back.
I ain't gonna wait no more to get this freedom. I ain't gonna wait no more to get this freedom.
Time to be about the challenge. Sitting at the counter to create some counterbalance. Broken windows, folks doing damage just to keep a black man from having a sandwich. I'm not even that damn famous. Promising Dr. King, hoping I can manage to keep it peaceful in the midst of this evil. It's too much to take. Damn it, I can't stand it. Might be time to go another route. Here come the pigs trying to drag a brother out. Coming with the cuffs, but man, I had enough. So that fist in the air, just punch him in the mouth. Now I'm running through the South, fleeing for my life, fighting against wrongs because we're needing our rights. But even passing laws ain't enough for y'all whose souls are too dark to even see the light. So
I ain't gonna wait no more to get this freedom.
Come on.
I ain't gonna wait no more to get this freedom.
We started on this march, now we gon' tear this mess apart. Let's go.
I ain't gonna wait no more to get this freedom. I ain't gonna wait no more to get this freedom.
Learn from the past, there'll be no more marching. The demons the same as the day that he darkened the shores of our precious blessed mother continent. Stole our ancestors and put them on the market. They stayed fanning the flames that they sparked with the evil intentions they had from the start. If we still have to fight, then we'll tear this apart, and peace will be found with a spear through the heart.
Another plan is a brother man in power positions. Sisters in greater control of our conditions. When it happens, I doubt they're gonna listen. They consider themselves somehow Christian. Now I'm on a mission to take these levels tilted. Straighten it out for all my elders that built it. Don't care whether or not guilt you feel it. Not gonna keep us from the freedom we will get.
I ain't gonna wait no more to get this freedom. I ain't gonna wait no more to get this freedom.
We take this system, then we kill it. Then we fix it and rebuild it. Cause I
ain't gonna wait no more to get this freedom.
No, I'm not. I said I
ain't gonna wait no more to get this freedom.
You dang right.
I ain't gonna wait no more.
Nope.
I ain't gonna wait no more.
No, sir.
I ain't gonna wait no more to get this freedom.
That's why I write freedom songs for the sake of my fam. Juno.
Library of the Stage, WTJU, Sounds of Gangstagrass. And I'm getting some questions from some folks who are watching and listening right now. And one of them is Hank Zapoznik, a great banjo player and ethnomusicologist, asked if you all are familiar with the group Blackgrass from the 70s.
Mm-hmm. What?
All right.
I myself am not.
No,
only
not.
recently.
How did I
only
miss that?
recently getting turned on to a couple of things. Yeah, from that era. That's sort of a blind spot
There's like a group called the Pilgrims
for me,
too.
but yeah,
they were horrible. I'm sorry if they're still live. My bad.
That's all right. This isn't live or anything.
No, oh crap.
Word. More questions, please.
Yeah, people have actually been mixing influences, including bluegrass and R&B or soul or
Yeah.
hip hop for a long time.
Yeah, I just
And,
I just recently got turned on to. I think it was called Groovegrass. I sent that to you guys. Remember that? Right? Yeah. Jerry Douglas and Bootsy Collins and it was bluegrass, baby. It was great. There's a lot of but like little niche things, and I think I would assume, not having spoken to a lot of these folks, but they probably faced a similar thing that we do, which is that the market and the industry still very much works in that segmentation. So, yeah, people have done things like this in the past, but if you haven't heard of them, there's probably a reason for that. Not that it wasn't good, but that it didn't necessarily find that avenue to be promoted and take off.
Yeah, we find people like, I mean, especially Jerry Douglas is always down to clown when it comes down to collaborating with folks. And then people like Sam Bush who pushed the envelope, to try to expand what bluegrass could be. So it kind of opened up the doors for the type of stuff we do.
Yeah, Newgrass Revival, bringing that in. Also a great little band in the D.C. area where I was born and grew up called Chesapeake, incorporating former members from the Seldom Scene, and Mike Aldridge kind of taking the dobro more in that electrified bluesy direction with just some great more modern gospel singing as opposed to like what you think of in the classic bluegrass traditional gospel singing. John Cowan also obviously a Newgrass Revival, and then a band called Mountain Heart more recently incorporating like keyboards and things.
No.
And yeah, I know, right?
There'll be no keyboards in my bluegrass.
Too far, I say.
I gotta also put a shout out to Justin Treywick, who's around in the D.C. area. I played with him for a while, and he does his own special sort of mix up of pop, bluegrass, and hip hop. That it's out there, y'all. It's out there.
Yeah.
It's out there.
We
if you
should
look.
we should probably put a word out for people listening here probably have heard of the Carolina Chocolate Drops already, but just to say that they were really a seminal moment, I think, in the modern string band tradition. Really, it's kind of bringing forward the modern string band tradition. Everybody in that band.
I mean, the Carolina Chocolate Drops, and if we're mentioning all these groups, I want to put a shout out to the Ebony Hillbillies too, because they were also fantastic. I love those guys.
Yeah.
Got a chance to meet them a while ago.
Out of New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Well-
Bunch of terrific bands. So we're not alone up here. It may seem like we are, but there's really a ton of tremendous musicians out there that are doing similar things. And when Rench was talking earlier about our process, I mean, that sounds to me very much like a process that other musicians can do. So this is kind of a call to all of you out there. Like, you can do this, with, I mean, not in this specifically, but anything can be mixed with anything, You can try that.
Pokey Lafarge had that song, "Mess You Up."
That's what it was called. That's the name of that
destroy
song.
your-
Mess me
That's
up.
correct.
Just make sure your MCs are dope.
We also got to give a big shout out to WTJU for having us
Yeah,
on
man. Thank you
here.
guys so much.
Yeah, this is dope.
Yeah, man.
This
MG and
is
Lewis, what's up, y'all? Thank
is-
y'all so much.
This is better than a lot of stage we've performed on.
Yes,
I'll
say word.
say, and very
Say
very
word.
cool backdrop too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yo.
glad we're not burning the entire hour just like.
Yeah, don't.
They said we get to bring the record collection with us. I believe they said that. Maybe I misheard, but that's what I heard.
You heard what you wanted to hear.
If a
That's
record
fine.
disappears, it wasn't me. That's all I'm saying.
Were there any more questions? I'm sorry.
Well, Arson and Dolio, the question of laying down your rhymes, do you write on those individually and then come back together so you can bounce back and forth, or how does that work?
We've done that. We
Yeah.
have done that.
Sometimes we write them. I'll write a verse and I'll send it to our son, and then I'll get an angry text back that says, "I hate you." And
Yo,
then,
he's done that
and
to
then
me
he'll
more
come
than
back
once.
with some fire. Sometimes we'll just kick and just kind of bounce off of each other, like line for line. It changes every time. We're just always writing.
Yeah, it's just a matter of. I love getting verses from him because I'm like, all right, no, let me fix this then because this got to be better. this guy, man, I've had the pleasure to meet some of my favorite MCs, and I have an even greater pleasure to rock out with one of my favorites. So this is a gem.
Yeah, in hip hop circles is a phrase we use a lot. Is that steel sharpens steel, and this is some carbon, right? Some carbon steel right here.
Say
When you
word.
got the knife and the steel and just going ching 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 ching, and
Yeah.
you're both like.
That's how we got
two
monkey
knives.
knife fights.
Exactly.
That whole mixtape came from that.
It should be known, Dolio and our son lead it. 100% with the rhymes, but everybody up here has bars.
Oh yeah,
Well, I
everybody
wanted to
in
bring
here.
that up.
Secret
Don't
bars.
get it twisted.
When I first met this guy, he was a rapper.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah. And we all influence each other. It's a fantastic experience, I think, to be an instrumentalist up with these talented, vocalists and lyricists, because that's something, these are inherently rhythmic instruments too, and like we'll be listening to each other, and I'll be trying to like copy some particular rhythm that somebody's spitting or some particular thing, and we're all, bouncing off each other creatively, and it's rewarding in a way that like not many other bands really can be. It's just it's a cool new landscape.
Yeah, when I first joined the band, the only I didn't know any of the songs, so I would just play off of Dolio and Our Son the whole time and just figure out what they were doing rhythmically, and it worked. It worked.
Well,
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk. We'll be playing a lot more tomorrow night at the Southern.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, speaking of work, and I want to make you all work some more. So how about some more?
Yeah. Okay.
What do we got left? Ah, yes, okay. I mean,
We are Gangstagrass, by the way.
yes, indeed.
And, coming to you live
On
to our-
WTJU
Yeah.
91.1 FM.
Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, everybody listening on WTJU.net. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Everybody in the crowd. There's a crowd here, y'all. Hey, salute.
There's so many people, so many.
How many of y'all are cutting class right now?
Yeah.
You're cutting class. I know you're cutting class.
Here's a song about infrastructure.
I hear that train come rolling, and you know I'm bound to ride. I hear that train come rolling, I gotta move on down the line.
My mind can make Mount Everest out of a molehill. No brand name game, my budget is no frills. The show skills are so ill after it's seen, then all of you need to be quarantined. It's the rolling of rhyme. We follow in the samurai code, but we don't take orders from the shogun. Maintaining independence like a slave on the lamb. So I'm writing freedom songs for the sake of my fam. No mistaken ran for the norm, I'm above that. This is the beginning, the potential is untapped. I rhyme for heads wondering, where is the love at? I rhyme to keep hip-hop alive. Fools just rap cold as flakes of snow on Arctic glaciers. Try to copy my style like carbon paper. The sub-zero nature of the words that I'm writing will leave you hypothermic from all the frost biting. We go on all night and strike like lightning, clash like titans. Come on.
Hear that train come rolling,
Soon as the beat drops, him stomp to the floor.
you know I'm bound to ride.
When the bow hits the fiddle, him give a little more.
Hear that train come rolling,
Soon as the beat drops, him stomp to the floor.
gotta move on down the line.
I said it don't want
Cause my brother's hardcore.
Still on the bubble out the woods with the shiners. Open up your tap and pour some stout over your cider. I got a heap of helping of some beef for you biters. Sharpen your incisors, allow me to oblige ya. Write a major picture, try to keep it in the binder. Paint a vivid picture on a pristine primer. Running with a shovel, chasing rabbits out the briar. Double up your trouble, pouring fuel on the fire. Your goose is cooked, hear the buzz on the timer. Sunshine units clicking on your Geiger. Sweet cruise through the lyrical refiner. Canary in the shaft, sending warnings to the miners. No sense of jumping in the pit with the tigers. Go and practice up and get your flows a little tighter. Tell me what defines it, the freedom of the fighter. Them crybabies defecating in their diapers.
Hear that train come rolling,
Soon as the beat drop, him stomp to the floor.
you know I'm bound to ride.
When the bow hits the middle, him give a little more.
Hear that train come rolling,
Soon as the beat drop, him stomp to the
gotta
floor.
move on down the line.
I said he don't want
But
war.
as far as hardcore, let's
Yeah.
go. Ladies and gentlemen, B. Farrow is on the fiddle. On the harmonica and the banjo and the mandolin and the kazoo and the didgeridoo. Dan Whitener, we call him Danjo, y'all. On the guitar and beats, Rench the mastermind. My brother on the microphone is Dolio the Sleuth. My name is R. Son, the voice of reason. I'm gonna break it down like this.
Hear that train come rolling.
As soon as the beat drops, I'm stomped to the floor.
You know I'm bound to ride.
When the bow hits the fiddle, he'll give a little more.
Hear that train come rolling.
As soon as the beat drops, I'm stomped to the
Gotta
floor.
move on down the line.
I say they don't want
But
war.
our squad's hardcore.
Hear that train come rolling.
Soon as the beat drops, I'm stomped to the floor.
You know I'm bound to ride.
When the bow hits the fiddle, he'll give a little more.
Hear that train come rolling.
Soon as the beat drops, he'll stomp to the floor.
Move on down the line.
I say they don't want war.
See me squad hardcore. We're gonna rock it out with one last song for y'all. Thank y'all very much for joining us. All my YouTubers.
Remember out there, everybody, we got a lot of crazy stuff going on, and just lean on each other, hold on to each other. Remember how you're going to get through this with your friends and your loved ones, and everybody coming together and talking, and everybody take care of each other. All right. So this song is about how we want to get through it all with you. Now, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I wanna ride with you. I wanna ride with you.
Come on, y'all.
I wanna ride with you.
Let's ride.
Yeah, the future is a bumpy ride.
I wanna ride
We'll
with
be
you.
fighting monsters till we die.
I wanna ride
Just
with you.
as long as you're by my side.
I wanna ride with you.
I got a freak flag, and I'm gonna let it fly. I wanna ride with you.
Yeah.
I wanna ride with you.
Come on, let's ride. I know I'm ready for the leap. Started out with a little, yeah, barely had a heat, but what we had kept a belly full of eats. Just a short slip away from being belly on the street. Hard scramble over grits, jelly on the wheat. Unabashed with a drive to keep our family on our feet. Hard work raising youngers in the belly of the beast. To be sitting around the table getting ready for the feast. It wasn't easy and it wasn't alone, but we still got a long road to hoe in this road. So what gets sowed needs the water to grow, and the sunlight to get the harvest ready to show. So it goes that whatever's served on the menu could react to situations that you've been through. We can still get through like we got through. We are not through, just know we got you.
The future is a bumpy ride.
I wanna ride with you.
Let's ride.
Fighting monsters till we die.
I wanna ride with
As
you.
long as you're by my side.
I wanna ride my side, baby.
I got a freak flag, and I'm gonna let it fly. I wanna ride with you.
The creatures might be coming to get ya. I'm here to slay monsters like Geralt the Witcher, and I'm here with ya. That's all she wrote. Tight like a fat couple caught up in coats with my bros and my blokes. Mamacitas y amigas, yes, all of my folks. If the whole world starts to go up in smoke, we're riding together and we're going for broke. But I'm here to make sure that don't happen. Climb on this boat with me, ride with your captain. Maintain your focus in an orderly fashion. Calm and collected, but I still need your passion. This is a call to action, packed with exact facts. Building more bridges than you can with a hashtag. The big dog walking, keep the fat cats running. Revolution coming now, ain't that something?
Future is a bumpy ride.
Let's ride.
We'll be fighting monsters till we die.
Till we
As
die.
long as you're by my side.
I want you by my side, come on.
I got a free flag. I'm gonna let it fly.
Let it fly.
High, high. I wanna ride with you.
Yeah, yeah.
I wanna ride with you.
Let's ride.
I wanna ride with you.
Come on.
I wanna ride with you.
You. Hey, sounds there, Gangstagrass, live here at the stage WTJU. They're in town this Wednesday night for a show at the Southern. Then they're heading to North Carolina, where they're going to be at the Let me make sure I get this right. Poorhouse Music Hall on Thursday. They're going to be at the Don Gibson Theater on Friday. And then they're heading to the Penthouse on Saturday. I won't ask any questions about that one.
Yes. Yep.
In Philadelphia.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
No,
Back
rather,
in the Illadilla.
Yeah, it's actually in Roanoke. I just want to correct myself. I saw your manager jumping on me, so I want to make sure I get that right. And then they'll be closing out this tour at the City Winery in
City
Philadelphia.
Winery in Philly. What's up? Philly, what's
So
up?
check out gangstagrass.com. See where they're playing and get out and see them. Thank you all for stopping by.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
For having
y'all.
us.
Peace.
Much love.
Send things up to Alice in the Air Studio.